night session gonna go? Been doing okay on the day sessions, the morning sessions. Let's see how the night sessions go. You hear me? Brother. We ain't even got no people in there quite yet. So we just trying to, you know what I mean, for Dango, Django and all of that, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Rap, hip hop too corny to do real content, bro. So you just always got to talk about like all the bad stuff that happened. It's too corny to, you know what I mean? Everybody too tough. Everybody just, you know what I mean? So we can't even talk about nothing good. Like anytime you talk about something good, they click off of it and shit. So we just gonna talk about all the bad shit in hip hop. But no, we gonna touch on some real shit today. I need a lighter though. You feel me? But yeah, man. Let's wait until some more people get in there. So just stick with me, you know what I mean? I'll be right back. Gotta get a lighter. Yeah, man. I'm back at it. Thank you for waiting. So look, man, we're gonna talk about a few things. Now I was watching. I was on the internet. They got the LA. So this is LA rapper. There's some LA rappers. I think he from Bounty Hunter Bloods, like PK something. And then there was this girl, and then there was some other people from Hoover, right? They was from Hoover, and they just got hit with a RICO for underage yimping throughout the LA district, right? Now, they say that, and it's so like, they was just so scandalous with it, bruh. So some of the details is like they would get the underage, you know what I mean? And then they would, the 304s, they'll get the underage 304s. I'm trying to find the wording, so you know what I mean? So the video don't, you know what I mean, get on demonetized. But so essentially they had a ring of underage 304s, and they all did. So they got indicted, right? And LA got a big culture of yimping. A lot of people don't know this. Like there'd be a lot of 304 and you might not even recognize it. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of that. So, because it's a lot of tourism, and some people gonna disguise it. You know what I mean? Some people gonna be out in the open with it. But nonetheless, these Hoover members in PK and some girl called Lady Duck from Hoover was like kidnapping, doing all kind of crazy, just vile stuff. Then, you know, they was using it to like promote music and just really just run amok, right? And The crazy part is Flacco was talking about it, and then he like, man, I was talking to the district attorney, so he already knew they was gonna get indicted. So there's another thing like with No Jumper. Everybody want to go to No Jumper, but then you got all these people on there. You don't even know their intentions for why they brought you up there. You ain't really popping like that. So they might ask you questions that might not, but it might get the wrong eyes on you. If Flacco over there tell you, look, bro, I'm talking to the DA. You can't really blame Flacco. He ain't. He is what he told you he is. So bam, but bruh got indicted, and PK was talking about he didn't like, but it's like there's a video of bruh out there hitting some girl, but it happened to be the girl that underage. You see what I'm saying? So, and people be so thirsty for money, right? So we gonna go after we give you the details. You know, everybody, then did. If you come from where I'm from, everybody then mixed in they hands in a lot of pots that they didn't need to. You know what I'm saying? From in the streets. So, but it's got so bad out here, right? Like there ain't no moral compass on it. Like even growing up, like people will tell you like don't mess with don't don't hustle to kids, don't you know what I'm saying, don't do this, don't do that. Them rules don't apply no more, and people could be acting like all high and mighty, like, oh, these people pieces of crap. No, really everybody in that industry of yimping really a piece of crap. If you know what I'm saying, you is a piece of crap too, bruh. Just cause people like to like make themselves sound better. Well, I didn't do this and I didn't do that, but it's all kind of vile. You feel me? What's the difference? There is a difference, but if you forcing some young people or any woman for that matter to do something like that, I didn't see people get kidnapped, uh, all kind of weird stuff that people do in that industry. So to me, exploring it really was never for me, because I'm just not a weird motherfucker like that. Like, I'm not going to subscribe to some of them type of things, keeping somebody money. You got kids, bro. I'm going to look out for you and your kids. But that's just, I saw. So for me, I just couldn't get down how everybody, oh, this the rules, fuck your rules. Nigga, I'm going to do whatever I want to do type of atmosphere my whole life. So couldn't, but a lot of people get involved in it. Women, they only make themselves worse. They only gonna come out more fucked up. Ain't no woman do that and she gonna come back regular. She always gonna have some type of little issues or certain little things that she do that's gonna prohibit her from having a healthy relationship, unless she approaches why was you doing something like that. So it's a lot of things that play into factor into yimping and 304, and people take advantage of it, and it's like, yeah, man, niggas gotta get money, people gotta get money, but at the cost of others. That's why I had to stop feeling like I was, me personally, uh, that I was worthy to destroy others for my own little gain. And the nigga wasn't even making that much. So, in my first little time of getting in trouble, it wasn't on that level. But I got caught with a little something. It was a little something to me, but it got me too much time for the little something I had. And I start realizing, like, damn, bro, I was only gonna make like 50 to $100 off of this that gave me a year in jail. This little $100 gave me a year in jail, but that was my that was something I had to think about. But at the same token, it's like I was destroying people too, so you got to take accountability. And sometimes we don't develop the best skills, but is young people, but you still gotta take accountability of that shit at some point, or you still gonna probably take accountability at some point. If it's going to jail, if something like that similar happened to you, and you gotta, damn, that's how I feel. Uh, Different stuff life gonna teach you the lessons that you gotta learn, but a lot of people, they go and scathing and they win on it, and you know, so it's like a California thing though. Yimping is major in California, but they done labeled it something else. So it ain't really yimping. It's really you feel me? That shit could go real bad for you. So, but like hip hop, we promote all the negative shit all the time. What's good, man? But we promote the demise of our kind. We worship that, like we worship everything that's negative for young black young people, people in general. We praise it, bruh. You feel me? So, and then it spread. You know what I mean? That shit make money. Then ain't nobody trying to quit it. So, but people go too far with it, bruh. You know what I'm saying? At least if it's an adult, right? Somebody that in a sound mind, it gotta be an adult of sound mind. Then you at least could live with the choices that you and that person making. But when you manipulating and trying to, that's where you really lose me at. If you didn't lose me already, you really lose me if it's like somebody that a lot of people can't fend for themselves, and people take advantage of those moments. You see what I'm saying? So let me click this phone off so y'all can hear me for sure. A lot of times people prey on people that can't defend themselves. So there's nothing dope about that. There's nothing cool about that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And then what be happening, like, look at like Stockton. They all dissing each other, but they all got dead partners too. You see what I'm saying? So like, if you just look at some of these areas where drill music going on, yeah, but you still suffering too. So it's really like, I read the Bible. I don't know what verse it is, but it talk about like a dog. It'll throw up, and then if it can't find no food, it'll go back to the same vomit that it threw up and eat that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's an analogy with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't stomach the shit, and we throw it up, we regurgitate it, but then once we can't find nothing different, we just go back to the I tried. You know what I'm saying? So, but niggas gotta do better. All these other people around the world coming up off all kind of great ideas. The best thing a lot of niggas gonna do is fall victim to the streets, especially the streets of California, man. Ain't nothing nice. Like, I done seen hella people like come from out of state and getting sauce, peaches and cream out here, and they get hella strung out. That's like California MO, get a motherfucker strung out, bruh. Drugs stronger, whatever we got is worse than where you from, bruh. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times I've seen people come to California hoping that California gonna chase their California dream, and then get fadangled into a situation. I remember this Australian girl, she came from all the way from Australia. She was you know what I mean? But that's just how it go in California. So you gotta be sharp out here. You gotta be a sharp individual. I might talk slow, I smoke weed, and all kind of different things. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll be talking low or slow. You feel me? Yeah, he said he been. So Sideshow Jay said, I've been there, G. It was hard to get up, out, move from the Bay Area to LA. Was off the F at the age of 12. I think he mean Fig. Finally put it down, almost turning 20. Had acute kidney failure. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit be getting real, bruh. Life be real, especially for me, bruh. So, like, I be trying to be on here hella animated and shit like that. But this shit be, I be going through some shit, man. So I be like, let me keep it real with these niggas, man. And maybe some people will vibe with that, you know what I'm saying? Or just keep it me. I don't know about real, but let me just keep it me, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga been going through shit for so long, man. Sometimes I be like, fuck it. You feel me? But then at the same token, I do it for my peoples. So that's my driving force. Is like, man, cause like say like with Yimpin, right? If a nigga thought he was gonna play with any one of my like close female family, you know what I'm saying? My sisters, my just like bro, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have to show niggas. I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. I don't ever think I'm nice enough to let you do something to my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like we get cool as shit, bro, but you taking it too far. Now you gotta find out. You know, it's family ties and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So be scenarios of that nature. So, you know, those is the things that make me reluctant to do it to somebody else, cause I know how I'm gonna react or how I'm gonna feel about some shit. So when I was younger, you always get a young life like, man, you young, so we gonna give you that pass. But once you get to a certain age, bro, ain't no passes. Ain't nobody give me no passes, bro. Motherfucker find out my age, ain't nobody give me no passes, bro. My brothers and sisters don't even give me no passes. You know what I'm saying? So like at a certain age, you can't even expect no passes, bro. If it's ugly, it's gonna be ugly. You gotta make it better. So when you taking the easy way out, nigga, all you doing is hurting yourself, your peoples, then you victimizing people. So do you really feel bad for a motherfucker that be victimizing people and then motherfuckers want to pick, oh, that's not victim, nigga, that's still victimizing. It don't matter if it's a 23-year-old girl or 32. You know, some motherfuckers just need love, bro. Motherfuckers, and then niggas act like it's cool. That shit used, like growing up, I used to think that shit was cool until you really get down, and then it be like a lot of busters and weird motherfuckers, bruh. Everybody be praising street niggas, but it be like a lot of knowing like like with the streets are traumatizing, and damn near everybody traumatized in them in some form or fashion, or hurt, or like, you know, motherfucker addicted to something or some negative. So why would I praise anybody knowing, okay, bam, I'm not praising no motherfucker for being on bullshit, bro. And I don't even praising a motherfucker who be lying like he doing something great. It's like, nigga, nah, man. But it's like Joe Osteen or something like that. He a rich pastor, right? Now, I you know, nigga watch different sermons or different shit, but, you know, we just gonna say like a pastor for say, right? Now, this man he'll talk about his church that he purchased for like 100 million or some crazy amount, right? But there is still hella hungry people and shit like that. So I don't get, and if a motherfucker got a plane or something like that, like, bruh, how you doing work for God, but you you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. You can get hella buddy. You could say, it like really to be of God is to be of service. So you know what I'm saying? You serving the people, whatever the case may be. But most of the time, people are serving themselves. That's what mostly people do, is serve themselves to their self-interest of some sort. Now, I can't say that about Joe Osteen or anybody for that, but people be known when they got they serve their self-interest, bruh. So, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times, you're going to run across bullshit, bruh. You gonna think and motherfuckers know how to clean that shit up good, but sometimes you find genuine shit, and those is the times that you gotta, like, really, like, be able to decipher one thing, but when you do, find good shit, you gotta keep that shit, bro. What break a motherfucker, it ain't the climb, it's to keep climbing from the same place. That's what break a lot of spirits. You feel me? When you coming from the same fucking place you started from, it'll break a motherfucker. So you don't wanna break yourself, especially when you young and shit, man. You know, you wanna give yourself that, at least that, an opportunity or a chance for an opportunity, man. When you do certain shit and you want to be like in the streets and shit like that, bro, it's like you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Like shit. All the people I was talking about previously, they gonna have to stay out of the streets if they want to live and shit, or be you know what I mean? That you already associated with something that like the streets is already going. They not rocking with you. I was talking about that PK, he a rapper from LA, and then some other, somebody that's popular, I guess, on the internet, Lady Duck, uh, they got caught up in an underage Rico yimping top up, you know what I mean? And I was listening to it, and then there's like somebody that broke it down, just like individual. It was like individual, and all of them was messing with underage people to get them, and it's like, come on, bro, ain't nothing that serious. One thing is a person, if you're a criminal, ain't nothing that serious to put yourself in that type of box. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, be broke for a minute. But ain't nothing serious, because what y'all make, probably like $5,000 off each one of them, or a couple of bands, but you destroyed the the young life, and then, nigga, you about to, man, your life about to be shit. For real. Dog. Motherfuckers is redeemable. In life, motherfuckers is redeemable, but your shit about to be fucked up, bruh. You get caught up for some shit like that. So, regardless, regular people gonna look at you bad. You feel me? It don't even matter. It ain't even like the streets. Like, when you get caught up for shit like that, even the regular people gonna look at you bad. You gonna have to, nigga, you can't go to no schools. You can't, like, you got kids and shit. You can't, I don't know how that work, but they don't be wanting you at them schools and shit. So, you probably gotta go from point A to point B. So, then they starting to hit people with Ricos. And a lot of y'all people be on here on the internet acting like y'all don't know either that you saying too much or you asking too much or in certain shit like that. So like these platforms, man, they it ain't only the platform's fault, but they said that's awful. They it's ugly, looking ugly for all of them. And then uh, there was that dude Gumpy, which I think that's what's that cartoon, that the little stick cartoons? I think that was one of the characters on there. But yeah, man, he was bigging up Hoover, and then that happened. So it all be coinciding with each other when you really look at the LA media. No Jumper being, and then you'll be like, damn, they just got on, and then boom, a diamond came for the Hoovers, a diamond came for the '60s, and then you got Flacco on there talking about he talking to the DA. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking to the district attorney. So it's like, y'all really setting yourselves up for failure going on there trying to talk about criminality. Now, if you on there trying to be an entertainer, you know what? King Peel was funny on there. You feel me, on No Jumper? If y'all in tune to No Jumper, he was kind of cool on there because I felt like he brought like a level of that nigga know what not to say and what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to say too much. You don't want to get nobody too much of your business nowhere, especially on the internet. You feel me? So, um, a lot of these niggas just They ain't smart enough. And that's how they caught them too. From Instagram, nigga, texting each other. And they was texting each other some of the most fucked up shit. Y'all should go watch that shit. Some of them niggas was texting each other the most fucked up shit. Uh, they was acknowledging that they was messing with underage people, and that shit was just foul, man. And you see this, I've been around a lot of foul shit just in life, but I mean, shit, a lot of motherfuckers nowadays just don't have no type of sense or moral compass or just any class, like it's like classless. Like that shit used to look cool too, but y'all make it look uncool too. Like not only does it suck, but y'all make the shit look uncool. You know what I'm saying? Like when you was a kid, you wanted to maybe you got caught up into that world of yimping and shit like that, but niggas wasn't looking forward to like being a weirdo. That was like you a boss and you got bad, you know what I mean, grown women though. You know what I mean? Like so all the shit kind of weak nowadays. Everything weak. And we just praise all the weak ass shit. Smoking on dead ops. Like I said, weak too. All the shit hip hop bring is weak, bruh. It displays a weak level of men. You know what I'm saying? The women the hardest. The women rappers the hardest now. They be talking they shit. That's why Northern California never go nowhere. Northern California ain't go nowhere in music. What we gonna talk about? Everybody talk about, and then like you don't even protect the prize nowadays. Nobody protects the prizes because the prizes is tripping and dissing everybody so much. Bro, ain't no protecting them niggas. You can't protect them. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you gotta put some tape on their mouth. That's how you could protect them. Cause the more you say some songs, the more the motherfuckers gonna ask you to interview. And the more times you get asked about it, you might say the wrong answer or something like that. So it's kind of like, it's kind of stupid. The music's stupid because if you do an interview, you gonna tell on yourself. Most niggas gonna tell on themselves. So it's like niggas gotta just like it be a lot of good music out there, but then you be like, damn, is that real? Like you really telling them what happened, and you saying too much. Like I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna say some names, I guess. So, like I was listening to like NBL Nell. He from Stockton. He a Asian rapper from Stockton, and I gave him props for not playing in on the dissing because be shit if you make a buddy just rapping this shit, yeah, motherfuckers dissing you or whatever. But also your friends are getting indicted and arrested and shit like that. So, and it was like what he was saying was like it's too you saying too much. If it's true, you saying too much. We don't need to know that much. And it's like y'all trying to prove it to each other or somebody that y'all real, but it's like nigga, man, get some money. That's what back in the day, man. Well, at least where I grew up at, if you was like a street dude and you wasn't getting money, nobody considered you a street dude because they're like street dudes get money. So that's what we consider. Like you have to have like certain things. Like you couldn't be no punk. You didn't have to be no gangbanger. You ain't have to be hard to be considered a street dude. Like bro, get money and you ain't no bitch. So or bro with the shit, and but you still had to get money. Like otherwise, he just was like a crash out or a crash dummy to people. Like he just be gang banging. He don't get no money though. So like you know, most of the people like a Buzz case, when you get to see it, like okay, them niggas was, I guess you gonna say, bruh, hitman, and none of them niggas had lawyers, and all them niggas about to do life in the feds or hell alone for what? You get what I'm saying? And Duck, was rumored to not have ever like unlived anybody. So I just be thinking like, I don't know, what's the point of trying to like win and you like damn near gonna lose guaranteed. Like that's what y'all niggas gotta understand. You damn near was gonna lose from the beginning, no matter if it was on that level or not. But you gonna lose on that level 90% of the time, bro. Cause you saying too much and then you creating too much static for yourself. Can't nobody protect you, you know what I'm saying? And then niggas getting down like any way possible nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker don't care on camera, whatever. And when you got somebody that don't understand their how important they are to themselves, to the world, and we praise shit like that, motherfuckers think it's cool to go to jail until they sitting their ass up in there 10 years later and still got 30 years to do. You like, shit. So, you know, everybody could praise that shit, but nigga can't own a gun. You can't really go out of the country. You really can't do no boss shit being a crash out or some shit like that. So I mean, teach their own though, man. You know what I'm saying? That niggas want to, cause ain't nobody really gonna listen to a motherfucker. But I'm just saying, man. My experience, I done seen some of the toughest niggas die to some of the weakest shit. Like for real, it's like some of the weakest shit, bruh. Some of the toughest niggas. And I be thinking it's like, damn, that may be God humbling you, or just like you was already doing crazy shit though. So it's not really surprising that you went out like that. But it was surprising because I would have hoped more out of you and more better for you. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to play Superman on this internet to get famous and shit, but the truth is, nigga, ain't nobody immortal. You know what I'm saying? And everybody human, bro. So it's like, bro, that 4 extras. And then like you never know, like you could just speak shit into your existence and not even look at it in that form, and it just surprise you. Like, damn, that's what I spoke into existence. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna blow up somebody and you end up blowing up yourself. Most of the time, that's what happened to niggas, man. Be tripping and be out here. So, you know, staying humble, staying vigilant, and staying accountable mainly, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I done did enough fucked up shit to be like, if somebody give me one day, I probably deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be real with myself. And it might not be that person that but it's like you gotta know you gotta take accountability. You might not know what you signed up for, but after you do, you gotta take accountability for it. Like, yeah, man, that shit. You gotta make choices. No, I'm not gonna do that. Like I had a friend, man. I had some friends that was the coolest niggas that but when we stopped hanging out, right? We stopped hanging out. And these motherfuckers did the most craziest shit. Hostages, banks, you know what I'm saying? Police bang outs. And I'm thinking like, how to get there though? How to get there, bro? You feel me? Like, nigga, we would have never did that when we was rocking with each other. Where did it take you to like just like this is what I'm doing? And it wasn't even like worth it though. It's like you could have got that what you was gonna get, you could have got somewhere else too though. You know what I'm saying? And you could have maybe hit like a different type of situation where like the police wasn't gonna be right there and all this shit. So I just thought like I don't ever want to be that desperate either though. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm willing to take chances like that. That's like high risk, low, like you ain't gonna get away with that shit, nigga. Type of shit. So a lot of this shit, man, I just like to tell people, man, y'all gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta find what's best for you. I ain't trying to tell you not to be in the streets. I ain't trying to tell you to do this. I ain't trying to tell you to do that, make this music and shit like that. But protect yourself at all times, man. Protect Protect yourself at all fucking times. Don't be thinking this shit sweet. Don't be trying to victimize people that don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And you probably gonna last in life that way. I ain't telling you I don't turn the other cheek. Nigga hit me, I'm hitting back. But I don't try to put myself in them situations either. And I try to defuse the situation. I don't gotta be the toughest motherfucker all the time, nigga. That shit don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta know who you are, bruh. As soon as you know who you are, if you don't, you're gonna be more comfortable with no matter what the results is, because you know you stand on business no matter what, bro. People gonna challenge you. And you know what I mean? People be like looking at me now now that I don't hustle like that and I have to struggle through that shit because I spent so many years wasting my time doing bullshit. So now it's like, okay, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And adapt to how most people think of, and see life. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. So it's better to just get that shit out the way. And there's so many ways for you to really make money. Like, you could come up with a clothing brand. You could do hella shit. And if you ain't, you could just put it this way. You could do hella shit and you could figure it out. You don't gotta, like, take advantage of some helpless people or take advantage of people that don't deserve it, your aunties and shit, because they do drugs and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be fucked up, bro. You know what I mean? I've been fucked up like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been fucked up like that. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, nigga, you don't gotta do all of that. And if you don't really understand, like, nigga, you really fucking up people and damaging people. If you don't really understand that's what you doing, nigga, understand that's what you doing. Like, and if you accept that, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But if you ain't, don't be naive to what you doing. Because the motherfucker will sit there for the rest of his life in somebody's jail. You feel me? They always say like this: ignorance is not an excuse. So don't be ignorant, bruh. If you gonna be in something, know it. Like, do your homework. Understand what you involving yourself in. And don't ever let a motherfucker, because you trying to look cute in front of men, don't let them determine the results of your life. You know what I'm saying? You got beats. All right, man, we hitting these comments up right now. Brad said he got beats. Yeah, man. Raphael 87 baby _ BayAreaCompass on Instagram. Send me some, man. Shout out Keneally Hickman. You know what I'm saying? Nigga only got eighth grade education. So sorry if I fucked up your name, bro. He said, I'm still learning how to chase my passion and not the money. The money will come when you stay vigilant. Yeah, man. Hopefully, I can't lie to you. You know, the money always important. So you ain't wrong for you to be passionate about money in whatever you doing. You feel me? Hopefully that's what you know what I'm saying? So hopefully that's where everybody get to, you know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't, but that's what everybody hope and strive to get to, where they get money and get to be passionate about what they doing. But you gotta survive. You ain't got no choice. So however you getting money, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? And if you getting money in some of the messed up ways where you don't feel comfortable with it no more, you can always transition. It's either, if you got money, if you save the money, you can always open up a business. Go type in how to get an LLC. Come up with a business, bruh. You feel me? I don't know how legit it is, right? I don't know if it's even against the law, but I got a partner who sell replicas of shit. And I know it ain't like hella bad, like against the law, but so I don't want to out him. But he sell replicas of shit. You know what I mean? He make a good little money off of this shit, and people be knowing that they getting replicas and shit like that. Like, it's hella ways that you can get money nowadays. Just use the internet, bruh. I don't make hella money off of YouTube, right? But I do make money off of it on a monthly basis. You feel me? So it's hella ways, and the internet just a quick way to market your shit. You don't need nobody to market your shit. You could pay for marketing. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't too much of nothing. or you could pay platforms like this a couple of dollars. And that's why people like, oh, sponsored by boo 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 boo. Because you could pay a person to be sponsored. You could find a platform that Wiggs TV, for example, he always get like 5,000 views on each video. Well, shit, how much is your business worth getting out there? You could pay a motherfucker like that $200-$300, $100, $50 probably, and they'll promote your shit. You see what I'm saying? Maybe for a month. You know what I'm saying? You come up with a deal. Hey, post this at the beginning of your videos, every video, and I'll give you such and such amount a month. And like I tell my brother-in-law, he the one on the intro of BayAreaCompass. I'm like, nigga, your song being heard more times than the blogs, damn near. Cause that's what everybody, when you click on it, that's the first thing people hear. You at least this song at least got a 500,000 views, nigga. So you gotta look at certain things. So I'm like, if somebody had a soap company or any that type of shit, you trying to get it out there, you just go to some of these blogs that's getting high views. Hey, post my, market my shit in the beginning. So, you know what I'm saying? There's hella ways how to get this shit, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we're going to call it a night, man. God bless y'all, man. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a great night.